I want you to think about the last time someone stared at you for just a few seconds too long. It didn't feel like connection, did it? It felt like a threat. Your heart rate probably spiked. You started wondering if you had spinach in your teeth. You felt this primal urge to look away, to break the tension, to escape. That is the biological reality of eye contact. It is the most powerful nonverbal signal humans possess. And yet, most of us are using it completely wrong. We live in a world where we are constantly told to look people in the eye. We are told that strong eye contact equals confidence, dominance, and honesty. But nobody tells you the fine print. Nobody tells you that there is a razor-thin line between looking confident and looking like a serial killer. Today, we are going to walk that line. We are going to deconstruct the science of the gaze, destroy the myths about alpha staring, and give you the specific mechanics to look magnetic, trustworthy, and confident without ever crossing into creepy. First, we have to understand the biology. Why does eye contact feel so intense? When you lock eyes with someone, it triggers a state of physiological arousal in both brains. I don't mean sexual arousal. I mean alertness. Your brain screams, "Pay attention. This matters." In the animal kingdom, prolonged eye contact usually means one of two things. I am about to fight you, or I am about to mate with you. That is why getting it wrong is so disastrous. If you stare too hard, you trigger the other person's fight or flight response. If you look away too much, you trigger their suspicion. They think you are hiding something, or that you are submissive, or simply bored. So, how do we find the Goldilocks zone? Let's start with the biggest mistake people make. The 100% rule. There is a lot of bad advice on the internet that tells you to never break eye contact. They say it establishes dominance. This is nonsense. If you maintain 100% eye contact, you don't look dominant, you look aggressive and robotic. The actual magic number, according to behavioral psychologists, is the 70-50 rule. When you are listening to someone, you should maintain eye contact about 70% of the time. You are the receiver. Your job is to show them that their words are landing. But, and this is the part most people miss, when you are speaking, you should only maintain eye contact about 50% of the time. Why less when you are talking? Because of something called cognitive load. When you are trying to access a memory or formulate a complex thought, your brain needs to disconnect from the visual stimuli of the other person's face. If you stare at someone while you are trying to think, your brain jams. You start using filler words like and because you are overloaded. So confidence isn't staring. Confidence is having the comfort to look away while you think, and then coming back to their eyes to deliver the point. It creates a rhythm. It feels natural. It feels human. Now, let's talk about where you look. Because not all eye contact is created equal. If you look into someone's eyes, you will quickly realize you can't actually look at both eyes at the same time. Try it. You can't. You end up darting back and forth between their left eye and their right eye. If you do this too fast, you look shifty. To fix this, we use the triangle method. Imagine an inverted triangle on the other person's face. For social, friendly conversations, the triangle goes from their left eye to their right eye down to their mouth. If you rotate your gaze through these 3 points, you signal warmth. Looking at the mouth is a signal of listening and interest. However, if you're in a business negotiation or you need to be taken seriously, you flip the triangle. You look at the left eye, the right eye, and then a spot right in the center of their forehead. This is called the power gaze. By keeping your eyes in that upper triangle, you signal seriousness. You are reducing the intimacy, but increasing the authority. And a word of warning. Do not go below the mouth. If you drop your gaze to the neck or the chest, you have entered the intimate gaze. In a professional setting, this is the fastest way to make someone uncomfortable. Know your triangles and respect the boundaries. But what about the moment you need to break eye contact? This is where the creepy factor often creeps in. Nervous people break eye contact by darting their eyes down or to the side very quickly. It looks like a twitch. It signals submission or guilt. Confident people use a technique I call sticky eyes. Imagine that your eyes are literally stuck to the person you are talking to with warm taffy. When you need to look away, don't snap. Drag. Slowly move your eyes to the side. It should feel intentional. You aren't looking away because you are nervous. You are looking away because you are thinking. And here is a pro tip. Never look down. When you look down, you signal that you are done talking or that you are submissive. When you break eye contact, look to the side or look up. This keeps the energy of the conversation open. Now let's address the quality of the gaze. We have talked about timing and direction, but we need to talk about the soft focus. You can do everything right mathematically. Hold the 70-30 split, look at the triangle. But if your eyes are wide and your muscles are tense, you will still look like a serial killer. This is often caused by trying too hard. You are focusing so intensely that you forget to blink. You have to relax the orbicularis oculi muscles, the muscles around your eyes. This is the difference between a glare and a gaze. A glare pierces. A gaze receives. One mental hack to achieve this is to try to see the person's whole face, rather than just their pupils. Soften your focus so you are taking in their expressions, their micro movements, and smile. Not necessarily with your mouth, but with your eyes. This is called a Duchenne marker. When the corners of your eyes crinkle slightly, it signals that your engagement is genuine, not predatory. Finally, I want to give you a tool for when it gets too intense. We have all been there. You are locked in a stare, and it starts to feel heavy. You feel the pressure building. You want to look away, but you don't want to look weak. Use the nod. When the tension gets too high, simply nod your head slowly and blink. This is a non-verbal reset button. It acknowledges what they said, breaks the visual lock for a split second, and releases the tension without severing the connection. It allows both of you to breathe. Here is the truth about eye contact. It is not a staring contest. It is a dance. It is a constant push and pull of connection and release. It is about saying, "I see you," and then giving them space to be seen. The goal is not to drill a hole in their soul. The goal is to create a bridge. So, the next time you are in a conversation, stop counting the seconds. Stop worrying about dominance. Just listen. Look at them when they speak to show them they matter. Look away when you speak to show them you are thinking. And keep your eyes soft. If you can do that, you won't just look confident. You will be the kind of person that people want to look at. And that is the most powerful secret of all.